In this video, I will show you how to create multiple images for our AI fitness influencer. All the images that I'm gonna create today are gonna be using Midjourney version 6. As of February 2024, this is the latest version of Midjourney released. It has, of course, updates on the AI algorithm such that it pays close attention to the prompts and also offers new functionality available that I will present to you in this video. So let's start by creating a simple image. All you have to do is type /imagine and then you will have to introduce your prompt. I prepared some prompts in advance that would fit our previous model that we created. A beautiful woman, brown hair, pale skin, green eyes, running on a treadmill in a gym. In order to create this image with Midjourney version 6, you need to type --v6 at the end of your prompt and click on enter. This is the most simple type of prompt that you can create with Midjourney. Once the image have been created, you can see some of them look real, but some of them look more cartoonish. Luckily, we have an option on Midjourney version 6 to tell the AI algorithm that we want highly realistic images. So let me show you how to add that option. I will type again /imagine. I will copy in the same prompt. And in order to tell Midjourney that you want no artistic interpretation of your prompt, so you want more literal, realistic images, you need to add style raw at the end of the prompt. Like this, -- style raw. And click on enter. As you can see, the images produced right now are more realistic than before. And once we produce this image, we also see some options on the bottom. These U1, U2, U3, and U4 means to expand the resolution of the image. The lower 4 buttons means to add variation to one particular image that you would like to see strong variations on. And this button means rerun the prompt to get new results. So for example, I like this second image and we count the images in Midjourney like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So since I like this second one and I would like to increase the resolution, I will press U2. And this is a better resolution of the same image. Once I increase the resolution, I get a couple more options that I can run. These upscale options are the same as the stop buttons, which basically mean increase the resolution. Then I can add some variety, either subtle or strong variations on this photo. If you like part of the photo, but you would like to change something very specific, you can use this vary by region button. The next row contains a zoom. Zooming out means adding more backgrounds to the image. 2 times the size of the image, 1.5, or you can customize the amount of background that you would like. Then on the third row, we see some arrow buttons. These basically mean expanding an image in one particular direction. So this is gonna change the size of the image. Right now is 1 by 1. This is the standard size that Midjourney produces, but you can also change the size of the image produced. So for example, let me show you that. Let's say that I would like to expand a bit on top because I do not like that her face is cut. So I'll click this button. And then you can see I got --AR, which stands for aspect ratio. And the aspect ratio is the proportional relationship between the width and the height of the image. So we can see that the images have been expanded. Maybe not with the most normal type of lighting in a gym, but let's just select one of them and expand on it and kind of work it around. So let's select the first one. Now let's zoom out on this photo and see how it's gonna expand it on all sides. Even though we zoomed it out, we still keep the same dimensions, but if you want to go back to square photos, which are quite standard for Instagram, you can go to the Make Square button. And now you can see that it added quite a bit of background in the image. I will select the second image to increase its resolution. The subtle upscale tells the AI algorithm to increase the resolution of the image without modifying subtle details in the image. The creative upscale gives it a bit more freedom to the AI algorithm, so you may see changes in the texture, in the lighting, maybe in the colors. The same with variation. A subtle variation adds more subtle details, less details versus varying strongly, which can produce quite big differences in the image, even though it keeps it as a reference, the initial image. So I'll try to run variation on this photo just to see what kind of differences I can get. And I would like strong variations because I already have quite a bit of options of the same kind of image. So I would like to see strong variations of this photo. You can notice with the strong variations, the position of the body changed, the face of the model changed, quite a bit of the background changed, even though it looks like it's in the same gym. Different positions, different layouts. This is what strong variation can do. Now that you understand how these options are working, what I want to do is to create AI fitness models that look similar to our initial models. So since we created these images on Stable Diffusion and we uploaded them here, we can get access to their image URL. So what you need to do is open the image and right click copy image address. And this is gonna give you an image URL that you can use in your prompts. So Midjourney accepts image URLs in the prompts, which is great news because we can give it this image to have a model for the AI fitness influencer that we would like. So what you need to do is type imagine. At the beginning of the prompt, include the URL of your image. And then let's keep the same kind of prompt. And I'll keep it with style raw. And I'll also add, just to demonstrate, the size of the image. This tells the aspect ratio 1:1, so it's going to be a square image. Press on enter to run the command. To use the latest version of Midjourney, you should always use v6.0. And to create highly realistic images, you should always add style raw. Because it tells the algorithm to focus more on the prompt and to do less artistic interpretation, and then to have square images as desired. For example, for Instagram, you should add this aspect ratio, but if you don't add it, it's gonna create images like that anyways. So we can see these models are definitely more similar to the initial photo that we created. Quite beautiful. I like this first one, so I'm gonna expand that one. And now I will click on it and I will click open in the browser so I can see it in the other tab. Very, very similar to the same kind of girl, just without makeup. But if you want to stay more accurate, let's say that you really want to post these photos in the same day, so you want to have like the same kind of makeup, the same kind of look. One thing that you need to do right now, since we have Pixie AI installed, is once you upscaled, you can right click on it, app, in swapper. And this is gonna add our model's face on the model. So we can see this is actually much better quality with Midjourney versus the one in Stable Diffusion, because for this one I did not fix the resolution, so it's not that straightforward as in Midjourney to just press a button and increase the resolution. You should think about these things in Stable Diffusion in advance of creating the image. Yeah, so I'm very happy with this image. Another thing that I would like to do is how you can add text in Midjourney. So for example, let's say that she's wearing a Nike t-shirt. We want to focus on that. what we would be doing is /imagine, and then I will copy the same prompt that I gave before. So I added our link, just do it, the logo on a t-shirt. Beautiful woman, brown hair, pale skin. I kept the rest of the prompt the same. You can see how some of the text is added on the image. This is some new functionality in Midjourney, so they are always improving on it. So I recommend you keeping these texts to minimal, or maybe just 1 or 2 words. And the last thing that I would like to explain is the stylize option. Stylize is a value which is by default set to 100, and it tells the AI algorithm how to increase the aesthetic of the image. This is quite difficult to understand without practicing, because you do not understand how the algorithm interprets this value. So I recommend you play with it quite a bit, but I will show you how, for example, we would use this value. So I'll focus on my initial prompt, and then at the end I will add stylize minus minus stylize, and let's say that I would like to do 50. So that tells the algorithm to do less artistic enhancements on the image. You can see these photos are more accurate to the initial image of the model that we gave than before. They look more similar to the model. Now for comparison, let me show you with 500. You can see these images of these models look more different than our initial model. These ones stick more to the prompt, like for example the pale skin, and also some of them are not really similar to the image of the initial model that we gave. But you can also get maybe more beautiful results if you leave it a bit of flexibility. For example, this photo I quite like. In this case, if you get such a result, you can always expand and do face swapping on it. So this keeps our model's face, but it has a bit of a different aesthetic. These are the main commands in Midjourney that you need to use. Always try to keep up to date with the channel on the announcements so that you see new things that you can do. To end this video, let's create a couple more images of our AI fitness influencer in different scenes outside of the gym. Because of the benefit that we have the subscription, we can run multiple prompts, up to 3 at the same time. So now we have 3 images expanded. 1, 2, 3. And what I'll do, I will apply face swapping on all of them. And these are the images. Now from all these 3, I will keep just the first 2. I do not particularly find this one to be like a relaxed expression. So I will open this up. Wonderful. And now we can see we have photos of our AI model in the kitchen, cooking, on a yoga mat, in a studio, at the gym, working out, and of course the first images that we created for which we could expand the resolution. Now I will add these images on Instagram and show you the final result.